Why is there war in the world around Israel, you're asking? Yeah?
Yes. You know, there's so many conflict with other religions like Christianity or Islam. What caused this conflict?
Okay, now this is not my idea. This is from my wisdom tradition. This is from a rabbi called the Ishbitzer rabbi.
Yes.
It's a bit of a story. It's the story of Cain and Abel.
Okay.
In our Bible and the Torah that we've been passing down for thousands of years.
All right.
The first story of the first terrible deed, the first terrible act, the first killing, the first murder was between Cain and Abel. Okay?
Right.
The way the story went is they were the first brothers in the world, and they both went to make sacrifices.
Okay.
And Cain tried to make a sacrifice, and it didn't work.
Right.
And then Abel went to go make a sacrifice, and boom! 5 bars of conviction. It got sent. The email was delivered. Right?
Yes.
And Cain was so angry that he went to go kill his brother Abel. Killed him. It was the first brothers in the whole world. One killed the other.
Yes.
So we look at that as sort of like a source,
Yes.
a root for why there's destruction in the whole world. Okay? So this is one of the reasons why there's maybe conflict even in the whole world, not just in Israel.
Yes.
Why there's so much tension with the Jews, the Muslims, and the Christians?
Yes.
One reason is because we're so close to each other. We're so close. The person who I love most in the whole world is my mother. Okay, my mother. I lived in her belly, for 9 months. She fed me, she took care of me. My mother. I'm sorry and ashamed to say that the cruelest, meanest, most terrible things that I wish I'd never said to another human being on the whole world, I said to that woman. My mother. Why? Because I'm so close to her. I was a part of her. She made me. And when you're so close to someone and you love someone so much, for some reason you feel safest that that's the person who you can vent your violence, your anger, your fear, your brokenness towards. And so, sorry mom, sorry mom. And also the Jews, Muslims, and the Christians were so similar. We really have a lot in common. We have a lot of differences also, but a lot of our core principles of connect to the oneness of God.
Yes.
Listen, I'm pretty sure if all the Christians, the Jews, and the Muslims, for 5 minutes, at one time in the world, tomorrow, today, stopped what they were doing and really connected with the oneness of creation and how we're all interconnected. And really we're just a big human family even, with different tribes and nations. So at one moment, collectively doing that, who would wake up the next morning and God forbid drop a bomb on someone? Nobody. Nobody would do that. So we're a little disconnected from this message of oneness.
Right.
And we as Jews, that's part of our message, is we're message carriers, And sometimes people don't like the message carrier. It's like sometimes medicine goes down sweetly and sometimes medicine is bitter, Sure, maybe there's a lot of misunderstandings. Listen, I have a lot of misunderstandings, and to be human is to work through our misunderstandings and to try to clarify our relationships with ourselves, with who we are, what we're doing here. And the big misunderstanding is that the thought that we're disconnected. That's the big misunderstanding. That when I drop a bomb on someone and they try to blow up a bus on me, that we're dropping bombs on ourselves. Our ancient text tells a story. It says, imagine you're cutting an onion with a knife, with your right hand. Imagine my right hand slips and cuts my left hand. Never in a million years would my left hand pick up a knife and cut back my right hand. Never. Why? Because it's clear to me that I'm connected